Not all Ethereum transactions are created equal. The complexity of a transaction can significantly affect the amount of gas required. Simple actions, like sending ETH from one wallet to another, are much less resource-intensive compared to interacting with smart contracts or minting NFTs. A straightforward transfer of ETH between wallets uses 21,000 gas units. This is the baseline for Ethereum transactions and reflects a minimal computational cost. Smart contracts are much more complicated as they involve logic and code execution on the blockchain. Interactions with decentralized exchanges or lending protocols can require gas amounts ranging from 100,000 gas units to even 1 million for highly complex contracts. Minting an NFT involves deploying a smart contract to register the asset on the blockchain, requiring a considerable amount of gas. These operations can use upwards of 100,000 gas units or more, depending on the platform. In general, the more complex the transaction, the more gas it requires. As the complexity increases, you'll need to allocate a higher gas limit, and in turn, this will make the gas fee more expensive. Gas prices aren't fixed. They're set in a kind of auction system, and this creates what's known as a gas price war. In this situation, users bid to get their transactions processed as quickly as possible. Essentially, you're competing with other Ethereum users for miner attention. The higher you set your gas price, the faster your transaction will be processed. Miners will prioritize transactions that offer the highest gas price since they get rewarded based on the amount of gas paid. When demand is extremely high, users may need to outbid each other to get their transactions confirmed. In these situations, gas prices can skyrocket, sometimes reaching hundreds of gwei, which can make even simple transactions unreasonably expensive. On the flip side, if you're not in a rush, you can opt to set a lower gas price and wait longer for your transaction to be confirmed. Your transaction will still eventually get processed, but it may take longer than if you had set a higher price. This auction-like nature of gas pricing adds a layer of unpredictability to Ethereum transactions, and it's why the cost of gas can fluctuate wildly, depending on the urgency and demand. No one likes surprise fees, especially when the cost can fluctuate so quickly. But there are several ways you can estimate your gas fees and plan ahead, so you don't get hit with unexpected costs. One of the most popular tools for estimating gas fees is ethgasstation.info. This website provides real-time gas prices and gives you a snapshot of the current Ethereum network's gas usage. Ethgasstation displays the current gas prices in gwei, with recommendations for slow, average, and fast transactions. These are color-coded to help you make an informed decision about how much to pay and how fast you want your transaction processed. The site also provides estimates for the appropriate gas limit for different types of transactions, ensuring you're not overpaying or underestimating the necessary gas. Wallets like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and other Ethereum-compatible wallets also offer gas fee estimations. These wallets often have built-in tools that help you set a gas price for your transaction based on the current network conditions. MetaMask and other wallets typically provide a gas slider where you can choose to pay more for faster transaction confirmation or less for cheaper, but slower confirmation times. This gives you more control over your transaction costs and allows you to customize the fee based on your priorities. There are specialized gas tracking apps and browser extensions that help you monitor gas prices throughout the day. These tools allow you to track when gas prices are low, so you can time your transactions more effectively. Gas trackers give users the ability to see historical trends in gas prices and even predict when fees are likely to drop. Gas prices are often lower during off-peak hours, such as weekends or late at night, so timing your transactions can make a big difference in how much you pay. Tracking these fluctuations and timing your transactions accordingly can save you ETH and prevent you from getting caught in the middle of a high-demand period when prices are sky-high. The Ethereum network is continuously evolving, and one of the most exciting upgrades on the horizon is Ethereum 2.0. Alongside this transition, Layer 2 solutions are also making waves as they aim to significantly reduce gas fees and improve the overall scalability of Ethereum. Ethereum 2.0, often referred to as the merge, marks one of the most significant upgrades to the Ethereum network. This transition from proof of work to proof of stake is designed to address some of the core issues that have plagued Ethereum for years, such as scalability, high gas fees, and network congestion. The goal of Ethereum 2.0 is to make the Ethereum network more scalable, secure, and sustainable. One of the most notable changes is the transition to proof of stake. Proof of stake eliminates the need for energy-intensive mining, which is a key feature of proof of work. In POS, validators are chosen to propose new blocks and verify transactions based on how much Ethereum they stake as collateral. This system is much more energy efficient and rewards validators for keeping the network secure. One of the most anticipated outcomes of Ethereum 2.0 is its ability to lower gas fees. With the introduction of POS, Ethereum 2.0 will be able to handle more transactions per second than the current POW Ethereum network. This increase in transaction throughput will reduce network congestion, which is one of the primary drivers of high gas fees. More transactions being processed simultaneously means there will be less competition for miners, which should lead to a reduction in gas prices over time. Ethereum 2.0 will also introduce sharding, a technique that divides the blockchain into smaller pieces, known as shards. Each shard can process its own set of transactions in parallel, which will further increase transaction throughput and help Ethereum handle more data with less effort. As a result, fewer bottlenecks will occur, leading to lower gas costs. The enhanced scalability of Ethereum 2.0 means transactions will be processed more quickly. Faster transactions mean that users won't have to wait as long to have their transactions confirmed, which reduces the chances of high gas spikes caused by delays or congestion. In short, Ethereum 2.0's scalability improvements are aimed at reducing congestion on the network and enabling transactions to be processed faster and more efficiently, which in turn will help lower gas fees for users. While Ethereum 2.0 is still being rolled out, Layer 2 solutions have already begun to change the way gas fees are handled on the Ethereum network. Layer 2 solutions operate off-chain and interact with the main Ethereum network to scale the system and reduce transaction costs. Layer 2 solutions essentially take the burden off the Ethereum main chain by processing transactions elsewhere, and then only submitting summaries or final results to the Ethereum blockchain. This significantly reduces congestion on the main chain and lowers gas fees. Polygon, formerly known as Matic, is one of the most widely used Layer 2 solutions on Ethereum. Polygon operates as a sidechain to Ethereum, meaning that it processes transactions on its own network and then submits data to Ethereum. Polygon uses a proof-of-stake model and a modified version of Ethereum's existing structure to allow transactions to occur at lower costs. With Polygon, users can access the full Ethereum ecosystem with much cheaper gas fees. Polygon has been integrated into a wide variety of decentralized applications, such as DeFi platforms and NFT marketplaces. By using Polygon, users can conduct transactions at a fraction of the cost compared to using the Ethereum mainnet. Optimism is another Layer 2 scaling solution that uses optimistic rollups to increase the throughput of the Ethereum network. In optimistic rollups, transactions are processed off-chain and only the final results are submitted to the main Ethereum blockchain. Optimism makes Ethereum transactions cheaper and faster by batching multiple transactions together and executing them off-chain. The transactions are then validated before being recorded on Ethereum. Like Polygon, Optimism is widely used in the DeFi ecosystem, allowing users to access decentralized finance products with minimal gas costs. By using Optimism, users can avoid high fees that would typically occur during busy periods on Ethereum. Arbitrum is another Layer 2 solution that uses rollups to scale Ethereum. It also batches transactions and submits them to Ethereum in a compressed form. This allows Ethereum's capacity to be expanded without compromising the security of the network. Arbitrum processes transactions off-chain and only sends data to Ethereum when necessary. This reduces the overall transaction cost and increases transaction speed. Similar to Polygon and Optimism, Arbitrum allows users to interact with Ethereum-based dApps and DeFi protocols while avoiding the high gas fees that are often encountered on the Ethereum mainnet. These Layer 2 solutions are the backbone of many Ethereum-based applications, and they help users significantly reduce their gas fees. especially during times of high network congestion. While Ethereum 2.0 and Layer 2 solutions promise to dramatically reduce gas fees in the future, there are still several ways you can save on transaction costs today. Gas fees tend to fluctuate throughout the day. If you want to avoid paying excessive fees, it's important to time your transactions correctly. Gas fees are usually lower during off-peak hours. These typically occur late at night or early in the morning, depending on your time zone. Gas fees also tend to drop over the weekend when network traffic is lower. By using gas trackers like ETH Gas Station or Gas Now, you can monitor gas prices in real time and make your transactions when fees are at their lowest. One of the best ways to reduce gas costs is by using Layer 2 solutions. These platforms are specifically designed to lower gas fees by processing transactions off-chain. If the DApp or platform you're using supports Polygon, consider transacting on the Polygon network. Polygon offers significantly lower fees than the Ethereum mainnet. Check if the platform you're interacting with supports Optimism or Arbitrum. These Layer 2 solutions also offer lower fees while still maintaining the security and functionality of Ethereum. If you're planning to make several transactions, consider batching them together. Some wallets and platforms allow you to combine multiple transactions into one, saving you gas fees. MetaMask and other wallets let you bundle several actions into a single transaction, which reduces the total gas cost compared to making each transfer individually. If you don't mind waiting for your transaction to be processed, you can lower the gas price. Wallets like MetaMask allow you to adjust the gas price for transactions manually. If speed isn't critical, set the gas price lower. This will help you save ETH. However, keep in mind that slower transactions may take longer to be confirmed, especially during periods of high congestion. There are several tools that can help you manage gas fees by tracking them in real time. This tool provides real-time gas price tracking and can help you figure out the best times to make your transactions. Another popular tool for tracking gas prices on Ethereum gives you data on current fees, as well as estimates for the cost of various types of transactions. By staying updated on gas prices and using these tools, you can avoid unnecessary fees and optimize your Ethereum transactions. Gas fees are an essential component of the Ethereum network, but they can be a real pain when they get too high. When you're sending a transaction on the Ethereum network, the gas fee is crucial for ensuring that your transaction gets processed by the network. The gas price is essentially the amount you're willing to pay per unit of computational work required to execute your transaction. However, if the gas price you've set is too low compared to the network's current demand, your transaction might fail. This means that while your transaction won't be successfully processed, you'll still be charged for attempting it. When a transaction fails because the gas price was too low or the gas limit was insufficient to complete the operation, Ethereum miners won't process it, and it will be dropped from the mempool. But the gas used up until the point of failure is still consumed, and you're charged for it. This is because the Ethereum network still needs to perform some computational work to evaluate and verify the transaction, even if it doesn't go through. Setting a gas price that is too high might sound like a good way to ensure that your transaction is processed quickly, but if the gas price is unnecessarily inflated, it might be dropped altogether. For example, if the gas price you set is too high relative to the network demand, it could get dropped in favor of other transactions that have a more appropriate fee. Overpriced transactions may also delay other transactions, leading to frustration on both ends. It's important to always make sure that your gas price is set appropriately for the current network conditions. Gas fees are typically paid in ETH, so you must ensure that you have enough ETH in your wallet to cover the fee, in addition to the amount you're sending. If your wallet balance is lower than the required fee, your transaction will fail. If you initiate a transaction with insufficient ETH to cover the gas fee, the transaction will fail, and you won't be able to send the funds or execute the smart contract. Even though the transaction fails, you'll still incur a gas fee for attempting the transaction. This is the price for the computational work performed by the network. So, always double-check your wallet balance to ensure you have enough ETH to cover both the transaction amount and the gas fee. If you're sending a smaller amount of ETH, it might be best to wait for lower gas fees or consider using Layer 2 solutions to save on costs. High gas fees are not just a theoretical problem, they can have a real impact on various areas of Ethereum usage. For casual Ethereum users, transferring ETH from one wallet to another is one of the most basic actions. However, when gas fees are high, it can become extremely costly to send ETH, especially if you're sending small amounts. If you're sending only a small amount of ETH to a friend or making a payment, paying high gas fees on top of that might not be worth it. Gas fees can easily exceed the value of the transaction itself in times of network congestion, meaning that you'd end up paying more for the fee than for the transaction. For example, if the current gas fee is $20 and you're sending $10 worth of ETH, you're essentially losing more than you're sending. This makes it uneconomical for small transactions. You'd be better off waiting for gas fees to drop or exploring Layer 2 solutions to save on costs. If you are a frequent ETH user, you might send multiple transfers over the course of a month. High gas fees will quickly eat into your overall profits or savings if you're regularly making transfers. This could become especially frustrating for people who use Ethereum for day-to-day transactions. One of the most exciting and popular use cases of Ethereum is decentralized finance, which allows users to borrow, lend, trade, and earn interest on their digital assets without relying on traditional financial institutions. However, the high gas fees on Ethereum can be a major barrier for small traders or DeFi users. When gas fees are high, even relatively small transactions in DeFi lose their appeal. For instance, if you're looking to make a $30 trade, but the gas fee is $20, you're effectively spending 2/3 of your trade value just on the transaction fee. This makes micro-trading in DeFi less profitable and sometimes even unfeasible. Gas fees in lending platforms and borrowing protocols are another area where high fees impact profitability. When interacting with DeFi platforms, you might have to pay high fees just to deposit assets, withdraw, or claim rewards. These costs can add up over time and significantly reduce the profitability of these activities. If you're participating in yield farming or staking, you might have to make multiple transactions. These protocols often involve adding liquidity, staking tokens, or swapping assets, all of which can be expensive if gas fees are high. Multiple transactions in a single day could result in significant gas costs, cutting into any profits made from yield farming or staking. The world of non-fungible tokens and blockchain-based gaming has taken off in recent years, but high gas fees present a substantial challenge for these industries. One of the primary uses of Ethereum is for minting and trading NFTs, which are unique digital assets representing ownership of items like art, collectibles, and in-game assets. However, minting NFTs can be very expensive, especially when gas fees are high. Sometimes the gas fee for minting an NFT can easily exceed the price of the NFT itself. Imagine paying $50 to mint an NFT that you intend to sell for $30. Suddenly, the entire process becomes financially unviable. Even for NFT creators who are minting multiple NFTs, high gas fees can lead to massive losses. If you're trading NFTs, buying or selling items on the blockchain involves transaction fees, which are directly tied to the current gas prices. The high cost of gas can make it unprofitable to buy and sell NFTs, particularly in a market where price volatility can quickly make the transaction fee larger than the asset's value. In blockchain-based games, players can purchase in-game assets, characters, or skins as NFTs. However, high gas fees can also make these purchases unaffordable. If you want to buy an in-game item worth $20 but have to pay $25 in gas fees, it becomes clear that gas fees can significantly impact players' ability to engage with the game's economy. Gas fees are an inherent part of using the Ethereum network, but there are strategies you can use to minimize their impact on your transactions. Stay informed about the current gas fees by using real-time gas tracking tools. This will help you decide when to execute your transactions and avoid paying excessive fees. Take advantage of Layer 2 solutions like Polygon, Arbitrum, and Optimism. These networks offer much lower gas fees than the Ethereum mainnet while maintaining the same level of security. Many popular DeFi platforms and NFT marketplaces support these Layer 2 networks, allowing you to transact more cost-effectively. Always factor gas fees into your calculations, especially if you're making smaller trades, minting NFTs, or engaging in gaming. If the transaction fee exceeds the value you expect to gain, it might be better to wait for lower fees or explore cheaper alternatives. Take advantage of off-peak hours when gas prices tend to be lower. Gas fees often drop during weekends or late-night hours, so plan your transactions accordingly. If you found this video useful, hit that like button. Want more Ethereum tips? Subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so you never miss out on maximizing your crypto profits. Drop a comment below if you've ever been caught off guard by gas fees and what your strategies are to avoid them. Follow us on X, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Snapchat, Medium, our True Crypto Insights, podcast, Crypto Tribex blog, truecryptoinsights.blogspot.com,